Chile, also known as the economic miracle of Latin America, is home to one of the best passports that grant you visa-free access to over 100 countries. And today we're going to be discussing Chile's tax system and everything that you need to take into account if you are considering to become a resident or even a citizen of this country. My name is Natalia Rincon and I'm a Research and Development Associate here at Nomad Capitalist. We are a boutique consulting firm that focuses on tax and immigration services throughout the world. And on this video, I'm going to talk about Chile and why you should consider it as a potential option if you're looking to expatriate from your home country. In recent times, Chile has become a much more attractive hub for investors given its large lithium reserves. However, we should take into consideration the tax consequences of becoming a resident in Chile and how you can potentially minimize them through your residence and citizenship process. So the first thing that you need to take into consideration when you are looking into Chile as a place of residence is their taxation system. So overall, Chile taxes you on your worldwide earned income. Now, the tax rates in Chile aren't particularly low, with a flat corporate tax rate of 17% and a progressive tax rate on your personal income ranging from 4% to 40%. It is not what you would consider normally as a tax-friendly country. However, you can look into the 3-year exemption incentive for new residents that would only tax you on your Chilean earned income for the first 3 years. Now, you would still be taxed on your worldwide earned income during the next 2 years before you became citizen, but this definitely brings a relief into the tax burden that can come with Chilean residents. Even though Chile taxes you on your worldwide income, their CFC rules for foreign corporations are actually pretty favorable. The reason is that they only recognize the passive income that is being generated through those corporations as taxable in Chile. And this is also as long as this passive income exceeds 10% of the controlled entity's total revenue in the corresponding calendar year. So earlier I mentioned that you could get an exemption from that worldwide taxation during your first 3 years, but actually there have been cases where this exemption has actually been extended for an additional 3 years. Usually this is when you prove that you did not intend to stay in Chile over those initial 3 years. However, this should be definitely evaluated on a case-by-case basis, given that each individual situation is very different. But the advantage is that if you complete the 5 years of residency in Chile, you can be eligible for Chilean citizenship, which would grant you the visa-free access that the Chilean passport offers to over 100 countries, including the United States, the European Union, and the UK. And then, once you obtain this passport, you can become a non-resident and you would be only taxed on your Chilean source income while retaining this passport. It is a very attractive option if you're looking into investment opportunities in Chile. And actually, also, Chile does allow for dual citizenship. So this would be a perfectly strategic move. You should be taking into consideration the ways that you can get this path to citizenship. So the way it works is that you start with a temporary residence that lasts for 2 years. And you can get this by being a rentista and receiving a regular monthly income of $1,500 US. This can come from a pension or from dividends that you receive or any other sort of rental income that is obtained abroad. Also, you can go through the investment route, which would require you to invest $500,000 or the equivalent in the currency in which you will be investing in an existing Chilean business. After 2 years, you could apply for permanent residence, but keep in mind that you would need to commit to staying at least 22 out of the 24 months of temporary residence within Chile in order to be eligible for permanent residence. Now, once you become a permanent resident, you can hold this residence for up to 5 years, and after the 5 years, you can renew it. But then again, once you accumulate 5 years of residence overall, so this would include the initial 2 years of temporary residence, you would be eligible to apply for Chilean citizenship. However, keep in mind that the citizenship application will also require you to pass a Chilean culture and Spanish language So you should be aware of that and just like continue to prepare or start to prepare for this test. So if you are a US citizen, perhaps the Chilean passport would be an attractive option for you because it will give you most of the access that you would get with your US passport without all of the drawbacks that come from, for example, becoming a European Union citizen. If you want to find out more, go to nomadcapitalist.com and see how we can help you go where you're treated best.